Patterson here with Elle Levon, and I was just feeling like a story time. I just thought maybe we could do that. So let me do this before my battery runs out. I thought I would talk about my connection to makeup and why I love it so much. And it's not what you think. A lot of times I think people will get into makeup because they want to cover something up. I don't know too many people who are actual like makeup lovers, makeup enthusiasts who only love it because they're vain. That's not the same kind of thing. Those people actually honestly end up not liking their makeup so much because nothing is going to cover up what they're trying to hide, right? But one of the makeup artists that I loved right from the beginning, and we'll just start there, was Kevyn Aucoin. And he has since passed away. When I found out he passed away, I was devastated. He died young, but a beautiful person. He has several books out there. One of them is Making Faces. Now, I don't have my copy here. Actually, I'm quite concerned that perhaps I left that book, my copy of Making Faces, at an ex-boyfriend's place where I had to leave in a hurry because it was a very bad situation. I think I left it behind. But anyway, I love that book, and I remember reading that when I was very young, and I just loved his whole approach. And I remember thinking, you know, I bet if I met Kevyn Aucoin one day, I bet he would help me see the beauty in myself. I bet he would, you know. And I was a young, very insecure girl, and, you know, a lot of the beauty magazines and stuff were just very condescending, and just as they are now. Here's what's wrong with you, and here's why you need to buy our magazine because we're going to tell you how to fix your life, kind of thing. And our teen magazines are like that too, which I think is absolutely sick. But, you know, in that whole sea of that sort of, you know, message being sent, here's Kevyn Aucoin. And again, I encourage you to go out there and read the books. Beautiful. He has his own makeup. There's a makeup line of his still out there, but it's very unassuming. I don't even know what stores carry Kevyn Aucoin. I don't recall ever seeing that brand in any store. I don't know where it is. And, you know, if it is, I'm sure it must be somewhere. But again, it's so unassuming. It's not like in your face. It's not, I've never seen it be provocative. If I'm wrong, correct me. But, you know, and that's the kind of, you know, the reason why I'm bringing that up is that's the kind of take I have on makeup as well. I forget the exact quote, but Wayne Goss puts it at the beginning of his videos sometimes, where it's like, you know, no amount of makeup will cover an ugly soul. And I get chills as I think of that. And Kevyn Aucoin's thing was to help people feel beautiful. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that book, Making Faces, it was the first time I had seen a man be transformed by makeup, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. And I remember thinking, why don't more men wear makeup? You know, what's the big deal with that? You know, so on and so forth. That could be a whole other video, I suppose. But yeah, and I take on that same sort of approach. Yeah, I'll make my stupid little jokes, and maybe I should stop doing this, where it's like, oh, got to get my makeup on before I could go anywhere. No, I feel just as comfortable now without my makeup as I do with it. I see it as an art form. I see it as something to enjoy and to experiment with. And actually, I'm going to be making a video here where I'm experimenting with lipstick. I have no idea. It could be the worst debacle ever, but I'm going to do it anyway. But, you know, makeup is just something that, again, like I said, is an art form. And it's not about doing it right. It's about seeing what works for you. And if it doesn't work for you, you know, you try something else. Makeup is so personal because it's about personal expression. It's about transformation. It's about who do you want to be that day? Are you in a red lipstick kind of mood, or do you want something like a nude pinky color, and that's kind of where you want to live today? You know, it's those kinds of things. You can really tell, you can enrich the story that you're telling that day, I guess, through fashion and through makeup, even through hair. I'm not so good with my hair. My hair is kind of the bane of my existence sometimes, but as you can see, it's all like, it does its own thing. Whatever, we don't have to talk about that. But I just love the form of expression that can come through that. And, you know, too, with makeup, we all are at different ages. We're at different stages. If you're a young person who wants to start out in makeup, you may not you definitely don't need all the stuff someone my age might want on their face. Or if you have very mature skin, there are certain makeup looks that maybe you don't like, or maybe doesn't make you feel right. And again, I'm a big supporter of wearing what you want, okay? If you want to rock the blue eyeshadow circa 1972, I'm behind you on that. You do you, right? Experimenting, having fun with it, seeing it as like your artistic expression. Makeup expression is very interesting. I want to add this in here too, because what was it, yesterday or the day before? I went and I ran some errands, and I was just trying out my Estee Lauder, it's a blue lipstick. It's in The Storm. And there it is. And I wore this while I was running around yesterday. The reaction was hilarious. It was so hilarious. But this is what I'm talking about. If you wear a certain makeup look, I mean, you could really drive people out of your life. You really could. Or you can get the funny reactions like I did. Like people were just literally, see if I could do the various faces. They were sort of like, good morning. Hi. Or you get the, hi. They were sort of like, I don't know, maybe popsicle lips or something like that. Like people are like, what does she have in her mouth? Is that food dye? What is that? And which is kind of weird because in this day and age, like we have people wearing black lipstick. I mean, what's the big deal? But it's just kind of funny how people will react to you. And I know that I get reacted to very differently when I have no makeup on as opposed to when I have makeup on. And that might be a societal whole deep discussion that could get dry and boring. But I do find that very interesting. Men and women alike are a lot nicer to me. They smile at me when I'm in full makeup. I don't know, maybe I'm real dumpy without it. Like it could be. But when I don't have makeup on, they look right past me, which is interesting. So there's this whole concept around makeup. It's not my personal viewpoint. Again, I go more like the artistic route with it, trying new things, trying new looks, seeing how I feel, what kind of emotions does that bring out of me. I'm not encouraging anybody to make up a persona. I mean, that's ridiculous. But, sometimes it's a mood enhancer. If I'm in a bad mood and I just want to have like a simple eye and a pop of red, I don't know what it is. Every once in a while I'll get a glance of myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh, that's right. I can rock this. I can rock a lip. Okay. I'm a little better now. I just need that in a Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar and life is good again. Right. But, some others do. I don't know. People respond to beauty. And when we enhance our beauty, it's very interesting how society will respond to us. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I'd like to open that up as a conversation. How do you think you get responded to when you're not wearing makeup as opposed to when you are? And, what is that about? Is that about looking healthier in some situations? Is that about looking like you care about yourself more because you slapped on some makeup? What do you think it is? Leave your comments down below and I'll just end this. It wasn't even really a story time. I guess I could do a whole other story time with how I got started in makeup, which is how I started this video. Rambling. Sorry. Let's just leave it there. I'll make another video. Bye.